Scott was at home with his family. Regular Saturday morning, kids playing with his wife.
I'm in Plantation Woods. There was a house fire. A sheriff's deputy, he was standing trying to take cover.
Law enforcement and fire personnel were called to a structure fire. Scott could see the house that was on fire from his front door.
And he then hears a distinct sound of gunshots. Scott takes his wife and 3 children and rushes them to a bathroom. He dons his ballistic vest, grabs his rifle, and he's out the door.
As the first responding deputy arrived, Deputy Smith lost his life to gunfire. He was ambushed.
Here's someone who's already set their house on fire, already killed one deputy, shot another one. What happens to your family if you fail?
Scott engages the suspect. The suspect is trying to flank him, and his rifle jams. Scott goes through the steps and clears his weapon, and he has to take action to stop the suspect, and he does. He makes that conscious choice knowing that if he doesn't, more people are gonna die.
If he had chosen to stay there and protect his family, I don't see how anyone could find fault with that.
When I get ready for work, I throw on my uniform and I put all my tools on my belt. I'm also in a mindset of the same thing. So you're putting on your uniform and you're also getting your mind ready. Okay, I'm gonna climb into a police car now and I'm gonna go to work. Scott wasn't doing that. Scott was standing in his house in whatever t-shirt he had that day, and he literally went and grabbed a weapon and went to defend his neighbors.
This person, obviously, he wasn't trying to escape. He had one mission, as to kill as many people as he could, and it's specifically first responders.
There's no words to describe having to say to your kids, go hide in that room while Daddy tries to go make the bad guy go away.
In our world, we define heroes in certain areas. I mean, either you have a superhero to have superpowers. Out here, some people hold heroes as just some guy who catches a football. Scott is all that. When it's bad and when it's the worst of the worst, he steps up. And you wouldn't know, if you were in this room right now, you wouldn't know there was a superhero sitting right there.
There's so many stories and so many examples of good police work throughout this country and around the world, where the men and women go to work and no matter what happens, they step up to the challenge.
Being a law enforcement officer is not a job, it's a calling. It's something they do every day. They put on their vest, they put on their gun, they kiss their wife, and they hug their babies, and they tell them they love them, and they walk out that door. And the reality is, they may not come home. And it's amazing to be able to say, yep, that man walking out that door, he's mine. He's my husband. And it's a pride that you just can't even put into words.
This event was tragic. We had a deputy die, but this community came together. This community appreciates Scott for what he did. And when you see Scott, when he walks in the room, you may say, that's Scott? He did all of this? Brave is brave. Courageous is courageous. He did what I want to believe all officers would do. But I'm not sure if everyone would. I'm not sure if they would.